Yes, during that time, so my father, it was around uh, each pound cost you around 60 rupees during that time, 60 rupees uh, pound. So he told me I can support your tuition fees for college fees, but I can't support your personal expenses. So you have to earn for yourself.
Satish, Dindigul Thalappakatti is credited with introducing several innovations like replacing regular oil with ghee.
Yeah.
And they also popularized Siraga Samba rice
Yeah.
when basmati rice was popular.
Yes.
Tell us about these innovations and how it happened.
No, it's not the innovation, which traditionally done by my grandmother. So running a non-vegetarian restaurant is very difficult than running a vegetarian restaurant because the batter of dosa or idli can be used next day. But once you cook the biryani, it is pre-prepared, right? It's already prepared and kept. Once the customer didn't come, turn up, then everything becomes a wastage. And the mutton we use is if you see a gross margin for the mutton biryani, it is only around 30%. I'm talking about margin.
Great. So, Dindigul Thalappakatti, as a company, you have a very good CAGR of around 16%.
Yeah.
What are the key factors which have contributed to this consistent growth?
So one is we believe in there was a case which was going on, Thalappakattu, Thalappakatti. In 2012, it went till Supreme Court for the brand. We fought against 100 duplicates. That also helped us in expanding our business.
And I understand that you also focus on optimizing per capita human productivity.
Yes.
Correct? That's one of your focus points. Tell us about that.
So when we started it, this all I learned from Cape. So they cost up to that business.
So Satish, tell me, what are the 3 non-negotiables, things that you can never compromise on to run a successful restaurant business? 3 non-negotiables you can't compromise on.
See, this is more of a labor-dependent business.
Hi viewers, welcome to the Weekend Leader podcast. Today we are having with us Mr. Satish Nagaswamy, Managing Director of the iconic Dindigul Thalappakatti chain of restaurants. Let's welcome him to the show. Hello Satish, welcome to the Weekend Leader podcast. We are so delighted to having you with us today.
Thanks for calling me. And being with you is, I think I'm going to have a fantastic day today.
Yeah, sure. So how's life? How's everything going?
Life is going good. The family is good. Kids are and having a summer vacation, and business also very nice, very good. We are expanding, so across everything, it's very positive. Yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So how many outlets you are having now?
At
as on
present,
date?
in India, we are having around 86 branches across 3 states. And abroad, we are having around 10 branches. So you can, 97 is the total count of the branches. Yeah.
Wonderful. So today you are a 600 crore turnover company.
Yes.
But your beginnings was very humble, very simple.
Yeah.
Your grandfather started the first biryani stall
Correct.
from a bida shop he was running.
Yeah.
So tell us about your beginnings.
So my beginning, so I'm not a Chennai guy or any city guy. I am basically from Jamliambatti, from Dindigul. It's just 6-7 kilometers from Dindigul town. And my grandfather started his Bida Kadai near Jamliambatti. And slowly he wants to expand his business to Bida. I'm talking about Bida Kadai. One Bida Kadai in Jamliambatti, one Bida Kadai in Dindigul town. That time he understand the business, how the population of Dindigul is. Instead of having a Bida Kadai in Jamliambatti, he can have a Bida Kadai in Dindigul as a more business volume to it, right? So he started in a bus stand in Dindigul, and then he was working for accountant in one of the leather factory in Dindigul, and so he shifted from Jamaliambria to Dindigul, and he got small house in Dindigul, and whenever he goes home back after his duty around around 7, he normally finishes his job, and he moves to Dindigul to Jamliambati every in the cycle. When he moves in a cycle, his wife cooks a good non-vegetarian every night, and biryani was one of the weekend dish for him, and he loved the biryani. And then he had a thought process: why can't this biryani can be enjoyed by Dindigul people? So he started a small kiosk kind of place in Dindigul near to his Bida Kadai. That's how the journey started as a Dindigul Thalappakatti restaurant.
Yeah, in fact, the name was Anandvilas Biryani Stall at
Yes,
that point of time,
yes,
correct?
yeah,
And the name how Dindigul Thalappakatti came is also as an interesting story
yes, yes,
because your grandfather used to wear a turban.
correct.
And in fact, the logo,
Mm.
Dindigul Thalappakatti logo, where you see an old man,
Yeah, that is my grandfather. Yeah,
that's the
that's
portrait
my
of your
grandfather.
grandfather
Yeah,
with a turban,
yeah,
has an interesting story behind it. Tell
yes.
us about the story.
So when he started the business, he started as a Ananda Vilas chapati stall. It is not a biryani stall kind of thing. It was a chapati stall where he had a chapati along with biryani to serve the customer. So his restaurant started. We can't call it as a restaurant. It's a kiosk. Started at around 5 in the evening, and it will close by 8. So the 3 hours only, because morning he has a shift in the leather factory. He finishes that and come at around 5. He starts this and closes around 8 9 uh, till the stock lost. So that was the his startup in Dindigul. And so the people started liking the biryani. So it was a boneless mutton biryani. People started liking the biryani. It's cooked with sira samba rice, So if you go to Hyderabad or if you go to any other northern side of biryani, the rice is cooked separately.
Basmati.
Basmati is cooked. They use basmati, yeah. But the cooking style is different. So we mix meat, masala, and rice together, sira samba rice together, and we cook the. That's how he cooked it. That's how my grandmother cooked it, and people started liking it. And he used to sit in a cash counter in his kiosk, where people looked at him as a different image. Why? Because he used to wear a turban and sit in the cash counter. Imagine people in those
And it
period.
was called the Thalappa.
Thalappa, yeah. There's a story began that why he used to wear a turban is that normally he's a Bardiyar fan. He always loved Bardiyar
The
poetic
Tamil poet
lyrics. Yeah.
Bharatiya. Yeah.
So and he used to act in dramas. We call Terukuthu in Tamil. So he like to be that follow the fan of he was a fan of Bardiyar, and he wants to follow his style. That's how the style is captured for him. And he used to sit in the cash counter. People started calling him, "Let's go to Thalappakatti, கடைக்கு போலாம்." And that's how the Thalappakatti became famous. But people forgot the actual name was Ananda Villas, and people started branding him as a restaurant brand.
So when did the name change from Ananda Vilas to Dindigul Thalappakatti?
So we tried convincing people this is not Thalappakatti, it is Ananda Vilas. After his demise, also people started, let's go to Thalappakatti, Thalappakatti. Then we changed the name to Thalappakatti.
Which year was that?
That was in 1980s, after my grandfather demise. 1978, he passed away. During 1980, we tried to have the same name, Ananda Vilas, but my father was little confused. Whether to have Ananda Vilas or Thalappakatti. And finally, we changed the name in 1980. We changed the name into Thalappakatti.
So the second generation, your father took over the business started by your grandfather in 1980.
1980.
So, what was the size of the business at that time? Where was this restaurant located at that time?
No, only we were selling around 50 biryanis, or during weekend we used to sell 100 biryanis max. And it was
And this shop was located near the Dindigul bus stand.
it was near
The same
we
place.
call East Cross Street in still it's there. If you
Mm.
go, there is a small shop in as called as Dindigul Thalappakatti. That was where it started. So we keep the
And you're keeping the same place.
same place.
And
So
how big is that
it is
place?
very narrow, very small. Only around 8 people to 10 people can sit
Oh,
inside.
really?
Yeah,
Ah,
very small kitchen.
but you're
You have
maintaining
a old traditional kitchen,
Mm.
which is done in 90s, 70s. So you can see, you can feel the kitchen also. Whenever you go there, you can feel the kitchen. How is it? So you can't expect a very luxury kind of thing.
and it's non.
There's no toilet, there's no restrooms.
Oh, you're just keeping the
Just
place
keeping
as
the
it is
place
because
as
you
it is.
can't develop
And
it,
people
right?
come there. Still, we are doing a business there. People wants to feel a nostalgic biryani. Means they will go there and they want to feel the traditional how Thalappakatti is created. Still, we keep it as our family where we started the business.
For sentimental reasons.
Sentimental reasons, yeah.
So you grew up in a village.
Yeah.
So how was it growing up in a village?
See, I was.
What is your childhood memories?
Childhood memories? Yeah, there is a lot of childhood memories. See, villages, like you have a luxury to walk around. Not much of traffic like Chennai. You have a whole 1 acre of place to play around. You can play cricket. During the time, cricket I used to play, and whenever you wants to, we had a small swimming pool behind my. It's not. It's called. It's not a not swimming pool. It is like Kenarumbanga, Keni.
A well,
Yeah,
yeah, well.
yeah. So we
A big well,
big
right?
well.
Where you
Yeah,
can
we used
just
to
jump in
jump
and
inside
and
we
swim.
swim, and so we were not scared of swimming. So I started learning my swimming in that well, and we convert that as a swimming pool now because there's no water now. I built a swimming pool on that. That was childhood memories. And during Deepavali or Pongal, people around villages used to come to our place. We used to feed around 100 people to 200 people during those festivals, because we were the natama of that particular village. Yeah,
Mm.
we own a lot of land.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you moved to Chennai after your marriage
Yeah.
in 2009.
2009, I moved to Chennai. Even I don't know what is Srinagar or Adayar. Where is Adayar or where is Srinagar? Where is OMR? So I was a new boy to Chennai during 2009. Yeah.
Mm.
So I actually came to Chennai to get married to Deepika. It's arranged marriage.
Yeah.
So before that, I was not in Chennai.
In fact, you know that we interviewed Deepika just a couple of months ago.
Yes. Yes.
She's founder of
Yes,
Dipsy.
Dipsy, yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
she's one of the director of Dindigul Thalappakatti.
Exactly. And she had contributed a lot to your expansion.
Yes, yes.
Right.
So she used to handle my marketing
Right.
during those days.
What is her strength?
See,
How did your wife contribute to the expansion of your brand? What was her contribution?
being a Chennai girl was one of the strength, because I always come with a conservative mind when I came to Chennai. So she only supported me in expanding across Chennai, and with our marketing, with our idea of during those days. If I see a biryani restaurant in 2009, there was not a proper interior or ambience given to the biryani restaurant. It was just a roadside shop. You keep a vessel outside with the biryani, and that's how a lot of restaurants were there across Chennai. She gave me idea. Why can't you start a restaurant, our Dindigul Thalappakatti restaurant, bring it down to Chennai and start in a good ambience where family can come in with a ambience of AC. And during those days, only Saranam Bhavan was having a good ambience kind of thing. But in non-veg, there was a lot of interior ambience and new taste of the Sira Samba. This all added up with our idea, which brought me to Chennai and started it 2009. It was a bang, which I got.
Before I ask you more questions about your business, I want to go back to education.
Yeah.
So you completed your schooling in Dindigul, then you did your hotel management course in Madurai, and after finishing that course, you went to UK to do your MBA. Am I right?
No, no,
Tell us
no, no.
about your
So
education.
Dindigul, I finished my till plus two. I was in
Mm.
Dindigul. Then my father wants me to be in engineering, but unfortunately, I want to be running restaurants plus rooms. So what I told my mom, I don't want to be in engineering because we have a restaurant and I want to learn more about uh, the food industry. And then I moved to Mangalore to finish my bachelor. Mangalapuram. It's called Mangalore now. Those days it's called Mangalapuram. It is in Karnataka. And I finished my BHM, Bachelor of Hotel Management. That is a 4-year degree course where they teach you about production, service, and housekeeping, and French, a little bit of French because we have 4 years course, right? So, and law, business law, and everything comes in marketing. And so good thing that I went there. So when I went there, I started learning my Hindi. So whatever Hindi I am can talk now, because of my friends who studied along with me. There was a Bigari, there was a Nepali who studied along with me. Some people from Andhra, Kerala. So it was like a small India, Mangalore is. So good that language was my plus point where I learned English again. I have to communicate only in English. In Tamil Nadu means I have to communicate in Tamil. So my English improved
Correct.
when I went to Mangalore.
Mm.
From small town boy to Mangalore. From there, I pushed myself to go to London. So I
Yeah.
want to be in abroad for
Mm.
MBA. So I
Mm.
moved to London
Mm.
to finish my MBA. MBA in hospitality management.
When you moved to UK to do your MBA, you also worked part time in KFC. Tell
Yes,
us about that experience.
yes. During that time, so my father, it was around uh, each pound cost you around 60 rupees during that time, 60 rupees uh, pound. So he told me I can support your tuition fees for college fees, but I can't support your personal expenses. So you have to earn for yourself. So that pushed me to go to KFC, work for part time in KFC, and I also worked as a fry master in KFC. And then I sometimes worked as in a burger station in McDonald's. So those are the experience which I had in my mind. Why can't we bring this kind of experience into our business in Dindigul Thalappakatti? So I got a lot of knowledge how because it was just one restaurant. As a McDonald's chain and KFC as a chain, why can't we expand our Dindigul Thalappakatti in India as a chain of restaurants? So that's clicked me when I was working there. Then I was there for 2 years again in London. I was working as a reservationist uh, plus
In a
receptionist
hotel.
in a hotel. Yeah,
Mm.
it's called Best Western in Paddington. It's near Paddington train station, tube station. It's called.
Yeah.
We call.
Talking about hotels, you also run a few small budget hotels.
Yeah.
Not many people know that.
Yes.
Tell us about the hotel business. When was it started and how is it doing now?
I I started this business. I started this business in 2009 in this chain of business Dindigul Thalappakatti. But earlier than that, my father started this hotel, a small budget hotel in Dindigul, plus in Coimbatore. We have in Gandhipuram Crosscut Road, South Crosscut Road, one budget hotel. And Dindigul, my own building, we have a, budget hotel.
Which year was that started?
It was in 90s, 95, 96, we started this budget hotel. But we are not concentrating much on expanding that particular business because we feel that the restaurant can. I don't dilute myself in expanding now, so we have a space. Maybe later on we can do that. I have a space in all tier 2 cities, most of the tier 2 cities. So we kept this spaces for building budget hotel. Not now, later stage, maybe 2, 3 years down the line, I will do that.
Satish, Dindigul Thalappakatti is credited with introducing several innovations like replacing regular oil with ghee.
Yeah.
And they also popularized Siraga Samba rice
Yes. Yeah.
when basmati rice was popular.
Yes.
Tell us about these innovations and how it happened.
No, it's not the innovation, which traditionally done by my grandmother. If you go towards southern part of Tamil Nadu, there is a lot of restaurants.
I'm talking, yes, in homes, maybe they used ghee
Yeah, yeah,
for cooking
yeah,
biryani,
yeah.
and maybe they used Siraga
Serious
Samba rice to
rice.
make biryani,
Yes.
but on a commercial level,
Commercial
in
level, it is little
hotels,
costly.
that
Yeah,
was my
yeah,
question.
yes. Commercial level, we want to keep the same recipe. We don't want to dilute anything. What is from Dindigul and from my grandma's recipe, we want to keep the same. That's why we started using ghee and sira samba rice. When I came to Chennai, I found this gap because most of the biryani was served with basmati, and it was a boy biryani and it's a dum biryani process. And when we cooked it, Sira Samba, first initially people didn't like it when we started the restaurant. It's
Because it was exactly the opposite of basmati, which was long grains,
yeah,
and
this is
this was
small,
very
tiny.
small,
Yeah,
tiny
yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Sira Samba is nothing but it's Siragam. We call cumin seeds, right? Siragam cumin seeds.
Mm.
So the rice looks tiny. So that's
Mm.
why it's called Sira Samba rice. So when we cooked it, they started calling pulao or lemon rice, and but
Mm.
slowly people started with the word of mouth that this biryani is good. That this tastes different than the usual biryani. In 2009, slowly the word of mouth spreaded across Chennai, and that's how people liked our biryani. And people who have tasted earlier during my grandfather days and my father's days, they also, as the with their family, they used to come along, and they were the brand ambassador for us when they can spread the word to the family. Ma, I had this biryani in Dindigul. It was really good. You should come and taste this biryani. They are the brand ambassador for us who spread the taste of this biryani in Chennai during those days. North India, yeah. Actually, the Siraga Samba is a nativity of Tamil Nadu. If you go to Madurai, if you go to Coimbatore, if you go to Nagarkoil, or if you go to Ambur, even Ambur biryani is the Siraga Samba biryani. So, nativity of uh, our Tamil Nadu biryani is Siraga Samba biryani.
So you offer both basmati rice and Siraga Samba today?
No, no, we are very strict with only using Siraga Samba. So now what we have additional product at present is other than Sira Samba mutton or chicken biryani, we have a ghee rice also with Sira Samba. And we also introduced one new Donna biryani in our menu. It is coming from Karnataka style
Mm.
of biryani. They also use the Sira Samba. So we want to bring in Donna biryani to Tamil Nadu people. And in our menu, if you go online, you can order Donna biryani from Thalappakatti aggregator platforms.
Great. So, Dindigul Thalappakatti, as a company, you have a very good CAGR of around 16%.
Yeah.
What are the key factors which have contributed to this consistent growth?
So one is the we believe in product. We believe in people who's working with us. We believe in promotion activity, and we believe in the process. That is called 4 Ps. So if your product is good, people comes to you always. So we have a repeat customer. We have a CRM platform which shows how many repeat customers coming to a particular restaurant. And process, the recipe is across Tamil Nadu. It's the same recipe which we follow. And the process side, if I talk about the ERP which we use is the SAP ANA, which is the costliest ERP, which only I think in the restaurant industry, Thalappakatti has it. Uh, that from production to stores to inventory to finance, everything is connected in the ERP. So that is the process which we follow. And again, in the process side, if you see, we have a QA team who goes and checks the food across every restaurant, the temperature, whether this food is as the expiry date, and everything is followed as per FSSAI norms in Thalappakatti. And people, when you call, we have a old traditional people who comes from my native places, from Madurai or Dindigul, who is working with us since my grandfather did till now. They are working with us, and we also have professional people in the system. If we have a CFO, we have a marketing team, we have a professional, very professional people in the system. So everything runs, and promotion activity. If you see promotional activities, we are present in all social media. We have around 1 lakh subscriber in our page in social media. We have a Facebook very actively involved. We have 4 lakh customer base and subscribers in Facebook, and we also do our activities across TV channels. So this four P's has to be there. Otherwise, sustaining this kind of volume business is very difficult. And
Yeah.
being in a non-vegetarian, I'm telling you, vegetarian is easy, non-vegetarian, if you we can't carry forward the preparation of biryani to the next day. That means I can't store the biryani and sell it.
So you have to reduce the wastage.
I have to reduce the wastage.
Which means the production has to be controlled.
Yeah, that's called process. The wastage process is there, so that has to be controlled. Food cost has to be controlled. So running a non-vegetarian restaurant is very difficult than running a vegetarian restaurant, because the batter of dosa or idli can be used next day. But once you cook the biryani, it is pre-prepared, right? It's already prepared and kept. Once the customer didn't come, turn up, then everything becomes a wastage. And the mutton we use is if you see a gross margin for the mutton biryani, it is only around 30%. I'm talking about margin. Then there is a rent, then there is a employee cost, then there is a other cost like maintenance of the particular restaurant, EB, power. If you put together, there is very less margin is there in non-vegetarian business.
And I understand that you also focus on optimizing per capita human productivity.
Yes, yes.
Correct? That's one of your
Yeah.
focus points.
That
Tell us about that.
So when we started it, this all I learned from Cave. So the cost of productivity of each employee has been calculated in the sales. So for a particular restaurant, if you are running up with a particular number of people has to be this much to get the productivity done. So if that is not happening, then you'll end up in the loss. Suppose if I'm doing a 1 lakh business, my productivity of my each person should be around keep per day. It should be 10,000, 10,000 to maybe 15,000. It depends on each restaurant.
Give me some examples. How did you actually implement this in your business
Okay.
to enhance productivity, human
So
productivity?
your labor cost comes with whatever the percentage. You, See, normally you have a labor cost in a business, right? Labor cost should be around 18% or 20%. So how to increase
Of the top line.
of the top line of each restaurant? Some restaurants will have 25%. Some restaurants will have even 13%. That depends on each and every restaurant's owner. How they want to carry that employee cost. So for my employee cost, we calculate if I want to bring to a particular percentage of my running business, then I have to calculate how many percentage of I have to allocate in my sales for the employee cost. Then if I want to allocate, if I'm doing 1 lakh business, if I'm allocating 15%, 15% means 15,000 rupees. 15,000 rupees should be my employee cost. For 15,000 rupees per day, how many employees can allocate? So that comes as a employee productivity. I can't allocate 100 people, right?
Correct.
So for
So this,
15,000
your
per
MBA
day.
helped you in this?
Yeah. My MBA helped in bringing all this calculation process into the system. And I also learned from my professional people who I have employed, a company has employed, like our CFOs, there are our directors. So getting more ideas from other people also help me in keeping this cost down.
Have you studied Indigo model of cost efficiency?
I don't, not much.
Not much. Okay.
So, so it's a learning, doing you're in the business of 15 years in the business, and every day you learn and
Right.
how to control the cost, how to improve the productivity, how to keep the sustain the same taste. So everything you learn from day one you do the business.
So when did you formally join the business? And at that time, how many branches you were having, and what was your revenue at that point of time? I think you joined around 2009.
Yeah, yeah.
Please tell
So
us
we were
about.
doing a monthly revenue of around 6 lakhs. When my father was doing the business, monthly revenue is only 6 lakhs.
How many outlets were there at that
Only
time?
two outlets we added
In
in
Dindigul
Dindigul,
only.
yeah, Dindigul, and one in Coimbatore. So we had one in Dindigul, one in Coimbatore, and during those days there was not proper accounting, proper bookkeeping was not done, and it was run in a partnership company. Me and my mom, sorry, my dad and my mom was in a partnership company. They were running the business. And then when I came into the business in 2008, then I shifted from partnership company to private
This
limited.
was after you finished your MBA and you returned to
Yeah.
Chennai.
So my first thing I did is I made it as a private limited company. And bookkeeping, I was involved in bookkeeping, accounting, and I corrected I bought from handwritten accounting to tally based accounting. So during those days, I changed the process, and most of the process on how to improve the taste of the biryani, how to automate few process. So we had a hand chopped, then onion was hand chopped during those time. So I got a machine during the time. So small changes which I made it to help my father. And then I told my father, see, I got married to Deepika, and then we want to start a business in Chennai. So I'm moving to Chennai. So he told me, no, you're not going anywhere because Chennai is big city. How can you survive? No, I can't bring Deepika here because she is a Chennai girl. So it better I shift there. And I want to expand my thought process in the business. So that will help us to expand our business. No, why you're going to spend so much money over there, and it's going to a new city, how you're going to live. Then finally, I told my dad, Dad, I can't stay here. I finished my studies in London, and I can't be here and wasting my time. So I have to move. And then I moved along with Deepika. Still, my father and mom was staying in back in Dindigul. So they used to come visit us 3 months once, like that kind of thing. So I took my apartment in Adyar. Sorry, Ananagar. Sorry. Now I stay in Adyar. That's why I can't. So Ananagar F block. My first apartment was a single bedroom apartment, and we started very humble. We started with just a underground restaurant,
Basement
basement. Yeah,
in
basement
Annanagar.
in Ananagar, and
How big was that? How many square
it was
feet?
around 80 seaters with 3,000 square feet restaurant. I mean, we spent around 80 to 1 crore during those days with AC, with sofas and tables and everything. It was new to me also to start a business. And then first day we opened, the crowd was not there because it was not in the main road. It was in E block. Sorry, it was in F block near to my apartment. And what happened after a few weeks, people didn't turn up much. What I expected, and nothing happened. Then we started slowly. I was not feeling very uh, comfortable with what the way business is happening. And my wife told me, why can't we do some promotion activity in during the in Hindu and Times of India? I explain about our product because people are new to taste this product. Let's start explaining about the product. What is here the sambar rice? What spices we are using? What kind of meat we are bringing in? And then slowly that happened. The promotion started. People started flowing slowly with word of mouth. Slowly we started getting more business. within the same restaurant. And then again, my thought process: why can't we expand one more? Then we started expanding in Nungambakam, near, if you see, opposite the park. That was my second restaurant in Chennai. And then there also we had a good crowd. People were coming in, and they became a repeat customer. And then we process went to, again, I want to expand. Let's go to TNL. So that's how the journey
And
of
today you're having
expansion started.
how many outlets in Chennai?
In Chennai, we have around 30.
And totally?
Totally, we are around 97 outlets.
And few in abroad.
Few in abroad, yeah, few in abroad.
So
I think
coming to
it more of the taste, the promotional activity, which during that time, by my wife also helped me in expanding my business. Plus, there was a case which was going on, Thalappa to Thalappakatti, in 2012. It went till Supreme Court for the brand. We fought against 100 duplicates. That also helped us in expanding our business. Even though it was negative,
So it was a copyright issue, or what was it?
it was a yeah, it was a brand copyright issue. Yeah.
And that's when you created the logo with your grandfather's
Yes,
image.
yes.
When was the logo
No,
created?
it was starting when I came to Chennai. I found this to the 100 restaurants Talpakato. So I started thinking what changes, what we can bring a change in, and bringing our logo better. So suddenly my grandfather image came in my mind. He can be a logo
He can be the logo.
Yeah, he is a founder. Let him be a logo of our brand. And then we changed all the. Initially, we started only Thalappakatti biryani restaurant. Then we got the logo of my grandfather
With the turban.
with the turban, and yeah, that's the change. Because I copied that from KFC. Initially, that was the yeah,
Correct. Inspiration.
for me. Yeah.
And coming to your business model, all your branches in India are company owned. And the few, I think 6 or 7 abroad, they are partnership model where you still retain the majority stakes.
Yes.
Give us the rationale, when many restaurants are expanding fast through this franchise route, you're not offering franchises. What is your thought? What is the thought process behind this strategy?
See, I always believe when if you put money into the business, then you also work for the business. If you give only franchise, okay, anyway, somebody's has given the money, somebody has invested the money, so the thought process will change when you put money anywhere. So in US or Dubai, then your thought process, oh, this is my restaurant. I have to also take care of my baby, or in Sri Lanka or Dubai. So that's how we also take a risk along with my partners. Franchisee business is a risky free business because you get your money, you get your advance, you other guy is investing, only you're giving your brand name and your product. But here you're also putting in money and you're taking his pain along with him. Okay, you're taking a pain along with him. It's a give and take policy in a partnership business. So wherever I go for expansion, I also take a risk in putting money, and that will be my major risk of 51% or 55%. So that involves my thinking to be very, very positive to that business.
So, Satish, tell me, what are the 3 non negotiables, things that you can never compromise on to run a successful restaurant business? 3 non negotiables you can't compromise on.
See, this is more of a labor dependent business. So your employees, you have to take care of your employees very well. So when you take care of your employees, they will take care of the customer. If you don't take care of the employees, then they don't take care of the customer. And then this restaurant runs on a product. So every KFC means it's a chicken, McDonald's is a burger, Thalappakatti is a biryani. So you can't compromise on your top 20 products of your sales. Suppose if my mutton biryani, I can't compromise. My chicken biryani, I can't compromise. because they have tasted for last 60 years the biryani is from my grandfather days. I don't want to compromise giving compromising on, like you told, no, the ghee, can you change to oil? No, we can't do that, because I want to be I want to cook along with the ghee, because I don't want to compromise. I want to cook along only with ghee, sira sambar rice. I don't want to compromise. I don't want to bring any other rice into the system. So you should not compromise on the product side and process. As I said, always you have to be true to your business. So suppose process is that I don't want to deviate my books. I don't want to deviate my finance. I don't want to deviate on bringing automation into a business, which will help me in growing. So that three thing I have to keep it.
So tell me, as a family of running the business, what is the biggest sacrifice you have made as a family to build this business?
So because every time there is a sacrifices there. So there are a lot of sleepless night, because everything is risk. Today, if I don't sell my biryani and the wastage is high, today I won't get sleep, because every day is I'm standing in a town.
You
Or
get a report every day
every day,
from every.
every day I get a report.
What kind of a report? What
So
is the
we
feedback you
don't
get?
do a frozen
What are the
products.
parameters?
No, no. The one is the wastages that helps you to control your food cost. So if my wastage becomes high, again the profitability will be down, and I can even end up in day loss. So every day I have to look into the loss. What is the loss, or today how much we made as a profit? Because very tiny margin which we operate in, very tiny margin. Because this products, no, the all perishables. Meat is perishable, milk is perishable, paneer is perishable, and there are a lot of products which we handle. What we handle is a very perishable product. If any wastages will dissolve your the bottom line. So we have to be very careful in every
You have
day.
to be
So that's
hands-on
why
every day, like a
yeah.
monitor.
That's why I have a sleepless night. So I sleep around 12:30, 1 sometime, because I have to finish. I look at the sales and day closing. What is the day closing? And morning, whether the production is happening or not. So I have to again get up at 5, 6. So it is, even though we have so many people to, in the organization, but as a managing director and one of the director, you have to be always 24 bar 7 taking care of the business. This is restaurant business, a little risky
Yeah,
business.
you have a very busy schedule. I can understand. You
Yes.
go to sleep very late,
Yeah.
but you also maintain your body well.
Yeah.
You have a physical. You work out every day.
Every
Also.
day I work out. There are two things I normally do. One is the weight training for not building muscle. The muscle is one of
Toning the
yeah,
muscles.
toning the muscles. Muscle only supports the bone, your body. If you're walking, you need a muscle in your leg. Yeah, if you want to carry something, you need a muscle in your hands. So muscle toning is very important. Building muscle also important. And second thing is cardio. That is for your heart, your other parts, blood flow. So I involve in both the process, which is morning I do my cardio, evening I'll do for my muscle training. I will allocate myself to be there in gym every day and take care of myself because and also that gives my keeps my stress down during those process, right? When I am there 1.5 hours in the gym, my stress level is will be normal. So when you get into business, my stress level will go up.
Correct. It balances.
It balances. Yes.
Tell us about any major crisis you have faced in the business and how you overcame it, so that it will help people who are struggling with the same problems in their businesses. Any major crisis that you encountered in business
Major crisis. There is
or minor
present.
crisis, any
Present,
crisis.
if you see, there is a LPG issues, and during there is an election.
COVID also.
COVID also one, but present I'm talking about. COVID is past. Present is
Correct.
LPG.
Yeah.
Because of LPG, the price of each input. I'm talking the raw material cost has increased. Because of that, again, I'm talking of the bottom line will come down. The managing that is also one of the issue now which we are facing. And second thing is most of the North Indians, because most of the North Indians have gone for elections. Our back end, we run with North Indians and South Indians, but our 50% of employees from North India. So you got a West Bengal election, Bihar election. So most of the people has gone, and they are coming slowly into the Chennai and other states.
So leave of absence.
Yeah, leave
Absence
of
is another.
absence. So
Yeah.
managing
Employee absence.
employees,
How is attrition?
attrition is, we always run with 7 to 8% of attrition, but unfortunately, last 2 months we are running with 15% of attrition.
Hmm.
So attrition is high, so we have to manage that. Uh, and during COVID, yeah, every business got affected, not only us, but this time restaurant industry is usually affected because of LPG, employees, and employees not coming back to the job.
So how did you manage it?
Yeah, we have to cut down on the menu. We have to cut down on the timing. So and if you increase the cost, again there will be impact on your top line. So how to manage that is also we managed somehow with we pay advance for each and every material. Before they used to have a lean period of 30 days credit period, 60 days credit period. But during this days, we have to pay in advance and get the product because availability is not there for gas or even our industry is not facing problem. Even chicken industry like Saguna or Shanti Chicken, they are also having a issue with the labor. So everywhere the labor became a biggest issue for us.
Yes, today many youngsters they want to start cafes and restaurants. What is the advice you would offer them?
Yep. So starting a business is at present starting a business is very easy, but managing business
Sustaining it.
sustain is very difficult now because first thing is our restaurant is a labor dependent business. So as I said, you have to take care of your labor. You have to be 100% involved in the business. If you're not involved in 100% in the business, then there is a uh, uh, very difficult to manage your business. Second thing, when during cafes and coffee shops, you have to identify which are the locations. Location is very important to start. So mainly identifying the location, you have to be very careful. It has to be in high street, or it has to be in a mall. So and rental, now rental is becoming one of the in bottom line, it plays a very important role. uh, so rental has to be very, when you choose a place, rental, you have to negotiate the rental properly. If you don't negotiate the rental, then there is again it also, it's your profitability. And the product. So you don't need to have 100 to 200 products into the bringing in. You can play with your, what is your very strong products you can play with. Strength of the product has to be very strong. If you're doing a cafe business, your coffee has to be strong, and along with that, you can have some savories, you can have some desserts, you can have some breads along with that. But you limit your menu and concentrate on the what is your strength in your product, and that will help you in scaling up. So, end of the day, if you don't scale up, you will become like other restaurants. The scaling is the biggest issue now people are facing.
Yeah. Talking about food delivery apps,
Yeah,
they are making such a big impact on restaurant
yeah.
business. Have they helped your growth or have they hurt your margins because of their high commissions?
So we can, yep, there is negative and positive there. So growth factor is there. Aggregators business is one of the business line which helps you in expanding the business. But if you're looking at the profitability, yes, due to commission, the profitability is down. If you take only the aggregator business, you get more profit than if you're doing a dine-in business or a takeaway business. But aggregator business is a very narrow margin which you normally uh, you have it in your business because you're paying commission 30%, 20% commission to. aggregators. So your food cost again. So your food cost is around 50% of your business. That then rest 50. If you're selling 100 rupees, 50 rupees go for food cost. In non-veg, I'm talking about. And then there is one more 30% you have to pay for the aggregator. And then comes electricity bill, rental, which again 10%. So everything put together, right? So you end up in making a very very less margin, not even 5%, you 3%. But for if you are a brand, you have to be actively participating in aggregator business.
Correct.
Otherwise, people are very comfortable in ordering food.
Yeah.
If you say that I don't want aggregator business, and sustaining without aggregator is difficult now. So you have to have them also as a partner. No other choice. People are becoming very comfortable now. People doesn't want to go out and have a dine-in experience until if your product is good. If if you're having a biryani nowadays, biryani is very comfort food. Just out of biryani, eat in house. Before people used to come to dine in, experience, and that experience is the major thing which most of the restaurants not can't give now because of whatever the reason I told you, the employees, rental factor, the a lot of factors which involve. So you have to give a good ambience experience to bring in customer.
Right. So if someone is visiting Dindigul Thalappakatti for the first time, what are the three main dishes you would recommend them to try apart from biryani? Three main dishes in the Dindigul Thalappakatti.
Apart from biryani.
Apart from
Oh, very
biryani.
difficult.
Very difficult. So you have variants of biryani.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I have,
what
see,
is it
now
that they should try?
you should try our ghee rice with triple fried chicken. There is a good combination which I can suggest now. And other than that, there is moru moru chicken, which is we are very famous about it. Moru moru lollipop. There are a lot of varieties. We have moru moru. Moru moru is a crispy thing, and you can try our barbecues, which we have introduced. We are specialized in South uh, Indian menus like mutton chukka, kola urundai, chicken varuval, kulambu, nenjikadi chops. All these are famous, which customer knows it. What is new is this: you can try our barbecues, you can try our ghee rice with triple fried chicken, and you can try our breads. We have nool parathas, we have kotu paratha, lot of varieties for dinner. We have a special dinner menu also we can try.
So how do you maintain the taste in all the outlets?
Yeah,
Same taste.
same taste, right? Yeah, that's why we call we build a process. Uh, so we have a head chef. Below that, then below him, there we have a area chefs, cluster chef. So this and trainee chefs we have. So most of the product is marinated product. Everything we finish in central kitchen. So all the marination, everything, only frying process will take care of here. And as people know that we have a processing center, mutton chukka and everything is prepared in central kitchen, whereas only the tawa frying is.
So when you're saying central kitchen, does each city have a central kitchen, or
Yes,
how
we have
does it
around
work?
7 central kitchen. So Coimbatore has a separate kitchen. We have a Dindigul has a separate kitchen. Chennai has a separate kitchen. Bangalore has a separate kitchen. Each kitchen supplies to their restaurants over there. So like that, we have a centralized kitchen, as 7 kitchens, and yeah, everywhere there is a chef who worked with me for long. They are there. Their experience will be 25 years. They know the product very well, and the recipe we record the recipe as a bomb in the system. So it is like if you want to prepare mutton chukka, just in the system you have to go and type mutton chukka, and from stores all the products for 10 kg of mutton chukka will be packed and sent to the central kitchen. So everything is like a robotic kind of thing which we are our cooking chefs follow it. So you step one, you put oil. So oil, he doesn't know for 10 kg of mutton chukka how much oil to be put. So there's packed already and kept it. So you have to pour that out. So everything is recorded in the system. So that's how we maintain the consistency.
One final question. How do you chill out? Now, what is your idea of relaxation? How important is family in your life?
Oh, chill out. Yeah, me and uh, Deepika normally go gym together. That's how we talk a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
things.
Okay.
Yeah, she's also fit.
Right.
And second thing is every weekend, me along with the kids, as a family, we go for any restaurant. It can be small to big restaurants which we want to try. And my son is more he's a connoisseur of food. So he likes to try different food, from Korean, Japanese. So wherever he suggests, we go there and we spend time 3 hours, 4 hours, and come back. That's how
The life is good.
life is good.
So, thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank you,
Satish.
thank you so
It
much.
was
Thank you.
pleasure talking
Thank
to you.
you.
Hi, viewers. Until we meet again, it's PC Vinoj Kumar signing off.